Hey everyone, and today we're going to talk about the 16 to 35 FE PZ lens for Sony, or however you call it. So this lens is mainly, from what I've seen, very advertised towards video creators from all the other videos I've seen, and mainly because of its power zoom. So just a quick notice before we get all into the nitty-gritty of the power zoom, I'm gonna ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe. It only takes like 5 seconds and it really helps the channel grow. And another thing to add is that I am a very economical photographer, if that makes sense. I'm coming from a perspective of having a really tight budget. So let's get into it. Power zoom. What is it? What does it do? So in most zoom lenses, you have your twist and you zoom in all the way. With power zoom, you have a really, you have a button right there and it'll zoom in for you at a nice speed. And this is really helpful for videography, some personal shots, like some you see in TV. For example, Hank, I have cancer. Oh geez, Walt, what kind? Lung cancer. Terminal. Man, I'm sorry, man. That must be tough. Ain't that right, Gomi? Yeah, so power zoom is really good, and I would recommend having it because, our hands are not as steady as we'd like them to be, and sometimes you could also do it in Premiere or Final Cut, but at that point you're losing a bit of quality because you're closing in on the pixels. So power zoom, amazing. Another feature this lens has is 2 autofocus motors, somewhere along those lines, that provides a really quiet and amazing autofocus system. For example, my 50mm FE that I'm using currently on my camera is making a lot of noise while focusing, which is why I am using my phone to record the audio. With the 16 to 35mm, you're not going to be experiencing that because it's not going to be making that much noise. And if anything, you could hold the camera like that and record yourself while walking. Another thing to consider is how wide this lens can go. It's 16 to 35, and you're going to be capturing a lot. And what does that mean too? It means that you're going to be capturing little shake when you're recording, even less if you have the stabilization feature in your camera like the Sony A7C and the Sony A7 IV have. You could basically be shooting without a gimbal. Now let's get into the price. This is where you'll start sweating a lot and start thinking about it. Price is around $1,200. Subject to change. You never know if the price is going to go up or down, but don't count on it going down. Should you get it? Should you jump into it, jump and get this lens? Well, that really depends. Are you more of a stills guy, more of a video guy? This lens is still incredible for stills from what I see, but it works 10 times better if you're also into videography. With that being said, are you gonna put the effort into it if you're on a really tight budget? Is it gonna be worth it for you? Is there gear that you have at the moment that you can sacrifice in order to get this much better lens? Will it do you favors is the thing you have to ask. Because keep in mind, coming from a very tight budget point, thinking about the rent, thinking about the groceries, is this gonna fill a spot in your heart that'll make you feel like it's worth it? Personally, at the current budget I'm at, I don't see this lens as it being worth it, especially considering that there could be more economical options out there, and I'll put some in the description if I find any. But for the moment, it's a great lens, but it's more for those who can make a use of it. I'm not saying you can't make a use of it, but I'm just saying think about your wallet. That's my motto on this channel. Now, that'll be it for this video. If you guys liked it, hit that like and subscribe again. My name's Daring Shots, and I do portrait photography here in the DFW area in Texas. And I would really appreciate it if you guys joined in on this channel's growth. Follow me on Instagram and stick for some more photography content. I have way more on my channel that you guys can check out. I worked really hard on it, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys checked it out and hit that like again. Anyhow, I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.